Trisha Nelson tried to leave. She was killed for it. When people ask victims of abuse, why didn't you just leave? I want to tell them about my friend Trisha Nelson. February 12th, 2016. Trisha lived in Minnesota. That evening, she was talking with me and another close friend about coming down to Texas for a convention. We were making plans. We talked about rental cars. We talked about where she would stay. We talked about all the little details that friends talk about when they're excited to see each other. The conversation went back and forth throughout the evening on DMs, and then it stopped. I didn't think much of it. I assumed she got busy because, after all, she was at work. I assumed that she would respond later. And she never did. What I didn't know was that while we were making plans for her future was about to be taken away. Her fiancé had come to pick her up from work. And that was the last night of her life. I didn't learn what had happened until 2 days later. I was scrolling through Facebook when I started seeing posts about Trisha. And at first I was so confused. Then I realized what I was reading. And I remember feeling absolutely sick. The person I had been talking to just a couple of nights earlier was gone. She was gone, just like that. And as more details came out, it became clear that Trisha had tried to get away. She wasn't sitting at home accepting her fate. She wasn't choosing to stay. She wasn't deciding that the abuse wasn't bad enough. She was fighting for her life. During the confrontation, Trisha tried to escape. She fled the vehicle. She ran toward another car and tried to get help. She was trying to survive. She was trying to get away. She was trying to leave. And that's when he attacked her. He ran her over, he shot her, and he killed her. Every time someone casually asks, why didn't she just leave, I think about that moment. Because Trisha did leave. She tried with everything she had, and she died for it. This is the part people don't understand when they ask victims, why didn't you just leave? They imagine leaving as the solution. They imagine leaving as the safe option. They imagine that once a victim decides to walk away, that the danger is over. But for many victims, the most dangerous moment is when they try to leave. Because abuse is about control. And when an abuser realizes that they are losing that control, that is often when they become the most dangerous. Many victims aren't just facing threats against themselves. They're facing threats against their children, threats against their families, threats against their pets. Trisha experienced that too. There were threats involving the animals that she loved. People who have never lived through abuse often don't understand how effective these threats can be. An abuser doesn't have to convince you that they'll hurt you. They just have to convince you that they might. And sometimes they're right. After Trisha died, I traveled to Minnesota. She left behind 5 pets. 5 innocent animals who suddenly had no idea where their person had gone. I helped bring them home. 4 were placed with a trusted friend and 1 stayed with me, her favorite one. His name was Dulab Nelson. And yes, I kept her first name attached to his, because I wanted there to be a piece of Trisha that stayed with us. A piece that wasn't erased. A piece that would still be remembered. It's been a decade. But every time someone asks me, why didn't you just leave? I think about Trisha. I think about the plans we were making that night. I think about the message that never came. I think about the convention she never attended. I think about the pets she left behind. I think about Dulab. And I think about a woman who found the courage to leave. Because sometimes the question isn't why victims don't leave. Sometimes the question is why some abusers would rather kill someone than let them go. Remember her name, Trisha Nelson.